Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Here we go, set, 10-2 stop. Kick 6-6, pull it high. Kill, turn up.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
General West.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Valentine. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 90, Wolf.
You don't want to know.
Hey!
That's me. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
To throw on second down. Valentine finds his running back, James Conner. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
He's cracked. X3. 218. Chop. Five.
On first down, it's Conner, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Conner. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. They'll try and run forward with Conner, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Steelers' first down.
Set. 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie. Jim, 61, matchbox lights.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Yes, yes. Ready, ready.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Ready to break.
Check that with Mike 52 right here. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Brixton, travel.
It's going to be a long day. Check.
Yo, go, go.
They'll run here with Conner. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Blue draw Porker.
Back.
Now.
Again, it'll be Conner, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Valentine. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Boswell's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points would put on the board.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some space here. A big run by Kareem Hunt. 47 yards.
47 on the play. That's good for Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this.
3. Browns nothing.
Set. 20. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hurry, hurry. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Swiss, 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 Swiss. I got it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
180.
It's a pickup of
Mike's
3.
50, Mike's 50.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check, I got it.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Set, 180.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I got it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
2nd and goal at the Steelers' 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You got nothing left. You got nothing. Check, 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 check.
Operating from the gun, Valentine. Complete to Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ready? 452. Here we go. Got double time. Double time. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Steelers.
Here we go. 10-2
36, 36.
Go.
Right back to Connor here on first. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Deep grip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Valentine. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ready?
From the gun, Valentine. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. On 4th down, Valentine with a catch made by Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. He's checking. Recon, 132 fighter. 2.
Here's Conner. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Pilot, 64, reach. Switch it, come on, switch it. Let's go.
On the run, it's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Hey. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Mayfield off the play fake. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike's 50.
Now Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2 times.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a... yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Set. 180. Okay, double up.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
My 50. Know your job. Regular. Let's go, Mike. Mike 50.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready up. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Topper. Now.
On 1st down. It's Connor. And they'll get this down to the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Watch twist. Go. Use you. Come to me, it's me. You're Mike 52, Mike 52. 6'6", pull it high. Tighten up. 5.
Here's Connor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Watch out. Yep. Go now. Go.
On second down now, it's Connor. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Boswell's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Watch out.
Check.
Run.
Mike gives a 15. Check Mike 15. Cut.
Watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
180.
50. Watch the run.
Pistol.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. I'm coming for you.
Watch out.
Hey.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And an alley to run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Move. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Mike 6. 180.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Run. Hey, alert! Joker. Check 37.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
King!
He'll give it to Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Go team, spill.
Again, a run with counter. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to throw. Valentine. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Valentine. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Looking to throw. Valentine. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Valentine. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Check 4, check 4. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Valentine. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Valentine. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.